Have you guys heard the news? So I'll post this here, but your girl had an article released about her. Now the reason I'm even making this video is because, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Some of the information in that article is incorrect, and so I don't want people to get the wrong idea, and so I thought I would come on here and react to it with you guys. That way in the future, if somebody ever comes across it and finds my YouTube channel, this could be helpful. Number one, you can't au pair for 5 years. You definitely cannot au pair for 5 years. I specifically mentioned this in the interview when speaking to them. I think they probably misunderstood it, but you can't au pair for 5 years. I came as an au pair for 2 years, and then I switched over to a different visa, and I've stayed working for my same host family. I just didn't au pair for 5 years. Like when they said au pair for 5 years, I was like, this is incorrect. I au paired for 2 years, and then I went off the program, which most au pairs do, and they become nannies for their current host family or different host families. And so I wanted to square that up. The next thing I wanted to brush up is like the thing of, oh, my host family bought a car specifically for me, or they bought me a car. They did buy a car when I joined them, and they did say that they were going to change the car when I came. Now, let me say this. They bought an au pair car. If I had left and a new au pair came, she was still going to have that car. They didn't buy me a car. They made it seem like they got me a car and that it's my car when I leave. That's not the case. It's their car. They bought it for the au pair to use with their host kid. Now, granted, my host family was very generous with their car. They allowed me to use the car wherever I wanted to go for personal use, and there were restrictions. So I just wanted to make it clear, because I don't want au pairs going with host families and like, oh my gosh, but this host family bought Angel a car. Why are you not buying me a car? Another thing is they said that au pairs paid roughly $70 to become an au pair, or that like I just had to fill in forms and then pay roughly $70 to become an au pair. Now, we both know it's not that easy in terms of finance. It is expensive. They did cover the fact that yes, we did have to fill in forms. That is true, but the $70, that's like registration. They didn't cover the fact that we do have to pay a fee 10 days before we leave, and it's not $70 at all. And so that part was also missed out. As you know, different agencies have different fees. I paid, the first time I think I paid $6,000. I think both, no, the second time I didn't pay because I was a returning au pair. But the first time I paid $6,000, if I'm not mistaken, 10 days before I left. So that's something they also didn't cover that I want to cover here in case somebody's watching and thinks, oh, it's just $70 to become an au pair. I'm in the kitchen about to make dinner, but they got my years wrong also. So they said I au paired in 2015. That was the first time I started till 2016. No, it's the other way around. It's actually 2016. I started in 2016 to become an au pair. Oh, guys, my host kid. Anyway, I started in 2016 being an au pair, and I was with 2 families, and then January 2017, that's when I moved to my Colorado family. So that also was a little, it was 2016, not 2015. Another thing was, when they mentioned that I took care of a kid in South Africa, that kid, I did it more as a favor to the family, because the family lived in my neighborhood. I didn't go home and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be an au pair in South Africa. I've never been an au pair in South Africa. I've taken care of kids for family to make extra money when I was younger, but that part, the family that I took care of their son when I was home for the 2 years, was strictly to help the family out. It was just, they owned the restaurant and they needed help, and they lived down the road from me. They would give me money in the sense of like paying for my Ubers whenever I went out, or like they would always feed me. Like they paid me. I definitely made extra cash, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm working. It was more of like, I'm helping them. I'm filling in if they couldn't have, like the person that takes care of their son couldn't come, that kind of thing. So that was that role. I was not the au pair at all. Lastly, I did not decide to make America my permanent home. I never said that. If you know me and you are doing life with me, you know in real life, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. You know that like South Africa is always my home, so I never, not once did I claim that, oh, I want to make America my permanent house or whatever. Anyway, moral of the story, shout out to them for writing this article. It definitely taught me what to ask now whenever I get writing articles, because I've gotten a few and I've never been like wanting to like say yes, but this one seemed so, what is this? This one seems so great because I actually like read the stuff on the website and that whole thing. I'm grateful, thank you. It's exposure, there's no such thing as bad marketing. I just think next time I'm gonna be mindful of what I say exactly what I want. Not even exactly what I want, because I feel like I said exactly what I want to say and somehow some of the things were crossed, but no biggie. You can't pay for 5 years. That's like my main thing for this video, is that I don't want people thinking that you cannot pay for 5 years. That is, you can't do it. You can't do it. Everything else that I mentioned here, out the window. The main thing is I don't want people thinking that you cannot pay for 5 years, because that is not correct. But do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Did you guys read the article? And then they also made me, like, they asked for a bunch of pictures, and all the pictures they asked for, they go and find this one on Instagram or whatever, and they go and use the one where I'm so fat. I think that's where I'm salty too. They made me look so chubby and they like zoomed it in. But you know what, this is not a venting session. I'm grateful it's exposure. They tagged my TikTok, so that's great. But yeah, love you guys, and let me finish cooking my food because I am hungry. Bye.